Hey guys, Tanks here. This time we're taking a look at a game in closed alpha that has had a few short snap tests so far. I managed to get in and spend a couple hours playing it this weekend. It's a top-down twin-stick battle royale shooter called Rapture Rejects. Set in the Cyanide and Happiness universe, the art style and general feeling of the game is crude and absurd and really funny. The game takes place much like every other battle royale game, where you find yourself dropped onto a map with nothing but your fists and must make a mad dash to equip yourself as best you can before you start killing everyone you can find and trying to be the last one left alive. Currently, Rapture Rejects randomly places you on the map with no ability to drop in and control where you start like most battle royale games. The main thing that sets Rapture Rejects apart from the rest of the competition, aside from its wacky personality, is the top-down gameplay. As with all shooters, vision is incredibly important. The camera is in a fixed position, but it can be rotated 90 degrees at a time to the left or right, in order to see things that could otherwise be hiding behind walls. Additionally, the camera zooms in closer to the character and limits vision while you are sprinting. However, there are lookout towers you can activate that will grant you greatly increased vision radius while you keep them activated. And there's also a rifle that you can use, the alternate fire button. It zooms down the scope and it increases your vision radius, but it will greatly reduce your movement speed while you hold it down. Learning to adapt to the intricacies of the camera is a bit of a minigame in itself, and mastering the control of it will be sure to give you a leg up against your opponents. In addition to running and sprinting, you can also crouch to get lower and reduce your movement speed as well as the noise you make while moving. Lastly, you can do a bit of a dive jump to quickly get out of the way of a grenade or to jump from one cover to another. This makes for a decent variety of movement options and creates room for skillful outplays. The game controls well and feels smooth, but gear acquisition can be really hit and miss from game to game, especially depending on where you end up randomly spawning on the map. There are multiple weapons, but only 2 ammo types shared among all of the weapons. I had multiple sessions where I just couldn't find any ammo for the life of me, and spent the game attempting to dodge enemies much more suited for combat than I was. Besides weapon and ammo, there are also accessories that seem to modify your combat abilities in some way. For instance, there's a manual that increases your reload speed, a magnifying glass that will increase your default view distance while it's equipped, as well as shoes that can increase your run speed, among other things. The items you pick up feel pretty random and aren't explained terribly well, so you kind of just grab whatever you run by and don't really have much in the way of tactical decisions to make in regards to the accessories. The weapons all perform quite differently, and some of them feel much more satisfying and powerful than others. In addition to these items, there are also consumables you can use to restore your health and armor, and there is a slot for one of 2 possible activatable support items, those being either a grenade you can toss out at your enemies with a cooldown, but no limit of uses, or a disguise kit that will allow you to take the form of random objects that are placed all over the map, allowing you to hide in plain sight. This also has unlimited uses. The grenades felt much more useful in combat, and I think I ended up getting more kills with the grenade than with weapons, whereas the disguise kit feels relatively useless once you're engaged in combat, but I could see someone utilizing the disguise to camp out for the late game or to get the jump on unsuspecting victims. Overall, the game mechanics come together to create a satisfying experience that sets itself apart from current Battle Royale offerings in interesting ways. Having said that, I don't personally enjoy the Battle Royale genre in general. This is primarily due to my lack of interest in shooters, but also due to the lack of progression and complexity in the genre itself. It's still in early phases of testing, but it feels like it's pretty close to a complete product. All the core systems are in place and play well together, but there is need for some more balancing passes, as well as the addition of new weapons and items. I'd like to see some objectives added too, maybe, like supply drops. They could add some nice flavor by having the supply drops take form of devil invasions from underground that you have to clear out to get to the reward chest, or something similar to that. Currently, it just doesn't really feel like Rapture Rejects is utilizing their setting for gameplay ideas, and I'd like to see some more creative usage of the plot. Ultimately, I enjoyed my time with Rapture Rejects, and I think it adds interesting pieces to the Battle Royale puzzle, but I couldn't really see myself spending all that much time with this because of my personal lack of interest in the type and genre of the game. Having said that, I do think this game has an audience, and I would definitely recommend it to Battle Royale or top-down shooter fans as something worth your time to check out. I'm looking forward to seeing where TinyBuild takes this game, as I think it's currently in a good state, but there's still a lot of potential that's been untapped. But yeah, that's about all I have for now, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.